Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and we are answering publicly posted questions from a YouTube user. I'm not going to disclose the name on this one, but because it was sent to me privately, it wasn't publicly posted. But I will read the question into the record. I asked to make sure that I could read the question in the record, and this individual said, "Sure, go ahead." The individual says, "Good afternoon, Mr. White." Afternoon. I always look at your channels, and also I'm a subscriber. Thank you. There was a question asked today that I didn't quite interpret. It was stated if you lost probable cause on some cases, it could be turned into a federal case. However, I appealed my first claim, but didn't quite give all the information to the administrative law judge to move forward with those claims, in which those would not be heard at an upcoming hearing. Is there a chance I could ask for a right to sue letter and remove the upcoming hearing to federal court and get the initial claim to be heard in its entirety? And I responded, would you like me to create a video answer to this? It would be more complete, but it will be public. And the user responded, that would be great. It can also help others if the same thoughts are pondered. Also, I know you speak... Oh, I won't read the rest of this. Okay, so, because I don't want to disclose anything that the person doesn't want disclosed. Okay, so I can answer this question specifically in terms of New York, and then you're going to have to run it by local attorneys in whatever state you're in. I'm not going to disclose what state this person's in, but I can disclose it's not New York State. So my answer is going to be general, to give you a general idea of how these things can operate, while stressing that I am not allowed to tell you how they operate where you are, so you need to talk to a local attorney about this, right? Because you're looking at the interplay between state and local claims versus federal claims, and state and local agencies versus federal agencies. Now, if a case is pending, and we'll keep it simple, the New York State Division of Human Rights, which is an agency in New York State that deals with workplace discrimination and workplace sexual harassment. If a case is pending in that agency, and you receive a no probable cause finding from just that agency, the New York State Division of Human Rights, then, so long as you have cross-filed, you can go to the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and you can ask them for an independent review, or you can ask them for your right to sue letter, either or. And that right to sue letter is going to allow you to go on potentially to federal court, to bring your claims in federal court, at least your federal claims, right? Now, it sounds like you might be a little further along because you're dealing with an administrative law judge, and it seems like you have an upcoming hearing. Here's the thing. I'm going to put this again in the context of the New York State Division of Human Rights, which is not that useful to you because things will and can be different where you are. But here's the deal. If you were in the New York State Division of Human Rights and you received probable cause and you had a hearing coming out, you could still go to the New York State Division of Human Rights. You could say, hold the phone. I want to pull out of this process. And I want to go on to federal court. I want to get my right to sue letter from the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Make sure you actually cross-filed with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Make sure that cross-filing was timely. Make sure your claims are timely, right? Based on the EEOC statute of limitations where you are. And it can be slightly different from state to state, believe it or not, because the federal statute of limitations depends to some extent on having state agencies in play. So ensure that your federal claims are timely where you are, okay? So you can go to the New York State Division of Human Rights and you can say, hey, I want to pull my case out of this hearing process with the State Division of Human Rights. Now, the closer you are to the hearing, the more work the State Division of Human Rights has done, the less likely it is they're going to let you pull out, right? So, listen, if the hearing starts tomorrow and you're like, whoa, I want out, I don't know what they're going to say. I really don't. It's going to depend on how busy they are, because if they're not busy, they're going to be like, no, your hearing's tomorrow. You can show up or not, but your hearing's tomorrow, right? They could say that to people. But more often than not, they'll be like, wait, you want us to do less work? You want us to get something off our trial calendar for our very beleaguered and overworked cadre of administrative law judges who deal with this stuff? Sure. And they're going to release your case, close it out, and let you go on to the EEOC, get your right to sue letter, and go on to federal court. Now, be sure you want to go to federal court, because going to federal court without an attorney is one of the worst ideas possible. And I know I try to answer people's questions on this channel, but I do it because, like, I want them to have some semblance of an idea of what they're dealing with, right? Being pro se in federal court is one of the worst decisions one can possibly make with respect to an employment law claim. It is a horrible, horrible plan. If you, even having an attorney who's not used to federal court representing you in federal court on an employment claim is a horrible decision. It is an active attempt to engage in self-harm. Representing yourself or having an attorney who's not used to federal court representing you in federal court, I view to be self-harm. You are actively trying to harm yourself in your claims, right? So just be sure you really know what you're doing. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, these are things you're going to want the attorneys to probably structure for you. If you're going on to federal court, you should have an attorney, and you should have that attorney structure the move from the state agency for you to federal court, okay? I hope this is helpful. I hope this answers your question, and good luck. I'm cheering for you. Like and subscribe if this was helpful. It helps me to help more people just like you.